All right, how's it going, everybody? Tonight, I want to get into something that a lot of people seem like they're having an issue with. So I want to go over it really quick, try to put it the best way I know how to. Tonight, we were to go over focusing on your vision and why it's important in your targeting. Okay, behind me, I have a board here. Let me erase these real quick. And another box over here. Now this is just a quick generic of this. Okay. When using a Facebook ad manager or pretty much any kind of demographic targeting system, it's important to have your vision down pat. Okay. Me personally, my vision is faith, recovery, rehab. Okay. That's my vision. So in black, I'll put a vision over here. All right. So when targeting demographics, you want to say, okay, what kind of people are looking at the faith recovery rehabs? Okay, so you have people who are drugs and alcohol, of course. Drugs and alcohol always play a big role in rehab and recovery. So that's one. And then over here, another topic that goes along with faith and recovery, you would have people that have depression, anxiety, okay? Let's see, another situation that would turn somebody onto something that would form a habit that they would need recovery for might be broken homes. Okay. And then another one could be, let's see. How about loneliness? Now, like I said, these are just generic. Okay. So then you go out, here's your vision, and here's an audience that goes to this vision. So you have an audience right here. And that's your general audience. Okay. Now here, you got to say, okay, my general audience for drugs and alcohol, how do they get to that point? Okay. Because you're following in, you're going you're following. You want to get right specific and go out. All right. So then you go, drugs and alcohol usually comes with partying, and we'll say clubs. I know they're kind of similar, but that's fine. Okay, anxiety and depression. What causes anxiety and depression? What kind of people get anxious and are depressed? Let's see. We got poverty. And then we also might have, let's see. Maybe, let's see. Depression, anxiety could be We'll skip that one for now. Okay, so over here, loneliness. What causes loneliness? Single parents, maybe, or single, and maybe deaths. Okay, broken homes, that's pretty much easy. Adultery, and boredom. Or we'll put maybe independence. Okay, so this is your broad audience. Now, when it comes to marketing and targeting, you want to start, like if you're using Facebook on Ad Manager, you will start, once you get all your placements and budget and all that done, you'll go up to your demographics. And the first one will be your broad. Okay, so you'll fill out your broad, you put all these in your broad audience, and then below it, it will say narrow farther. And then you put your general audience in there. And then you click down and it says narrow farther. And then you put your vision there. Okay. And when you put your vision in there, you are taking all these broad audiences and saying, okay, who out of these broad audience is my general audience? Okay. And then who out of this general audience is my vision audience? Okay. And what that does, it creates your audience for you. And that's why it's important to know your audience before you go into business, because your ads, your go lives, and your fan page need to all be related, okay? Because you're building your audience. People don't buy product, they buy people. They don't buy Michael Jordan basketball shoes because of Nike, they buy basketball or Jordan basketball shoes because of Michael Jordan. So hope that helps you. At some point, I'm going to try to do a PowerPoint and make it a little bit easier for you guys. So you guys have a good night. Thank you. All right, so I went over on the board how to use your vision to target your audience. So I've come through here. I've already changed my conversions to leads. I've already got my location set up, US and Canada. I've already got my age group that I want to target, the gender and language. I've already got my exclusions. All that's done. Got my placement edited. I had my budget done, so we're all ready to go. So now up here, earlier I said your broad audience. So what you want to do is click there, and then you will put all the things that we use in our broad audience, which in my example I used, we had single, let's see, single demographic. And let's see, we had deaths. Let's see what we got here on deaths. We got and I'm just using this for a generic example, but I wanted to show you guys how to do it. So we'll just put deaths in there. That's fine. And then again, adultery. This is your broad audience. that one doesn't show up. Let's see what all shows up here. Let's try maybe G. Now that, according to the description over there, that seems like it might fit. And independence. Just throw that in there. Let's see, got clubs. Anyway, I'm gonna take clubs out of there. I'm gonna be a little more specific on that and put nightclubs. And we had partying. Interest in parties. That works. And I put poverty in there, but I'm not sure if I'm going to put that there or not. Yeah, we'll leave that how it is. Well, because we're using this for example, we'll put it in there. Poverty. Put poverty reduction. That sounds good. All right, so now we have everything on our list that we had for our broad audience, okay? And over here, it shows 59 million people are interested in this, and at $5 a day, you will reach 350 to 930 of that 59 million. All right, so because we are focusing and targeting our vision, we want to get specific. So then you go narrow audience again. And what this does, whatever you put in here, this 59 million people has to like whatever you put in here. So here we had our general audience. I'll put loneliness. Okay, that doesn't. Okay, loneliness is there. And if you see that, your spectrum here went way specific. Okay, so we want to put that up. So we'll put depression. Depression awareness sounds good. And if you notice, our bar went back up 1.9 million. You're getting really specific, so that's good. And let's see what else we had. We had anxiety awareness. And we had broken homes. You might have to look up a different name for that, but we're going to try it and see what pulls up. Oh, broken home employer. No, let's see. How would you name that? Broken homes. Single parent homes, maybe single parents. Single parents. And also drugs and alcohol. And it gives you a whole lot of behaviors here. Try to find one that relates to both. Whole lot of behaviors. but we'll go alcohol and drug counselors. Okay. Now, if you look over here, we're reaching 5.4 million, and at $5 a day, you're reaching 300 to 800 people of that 5.4 million. But it's really good to get really specific. So now, like I said, you have your broad audience, you have your general audience from that broad audience. Now you want to look for your specific audience. So you'll narrow further, come in here. This is where you put your vision. The people you are trying to draw into and attract to. Put recovery. Okay, 1.2. That got really specific. 1.2 million. And put rehab. And because my interest is faith recovery rehab, I'll put faith in there. Now, 2.1 million, maybe a little much. So what I might do is take faith out of here and just to be specific, let's see, put faith down here by itself. And that gets you 230. That's not really good. You want a little bit higher than that. So we might add faith healing. And 2.9. So we probably would have, now we put that there. And take that out of there. And we're at 1.3 there, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But I wanted you guys to see then from there, all you do, as long as everything is correct, just go down the bottom, you hit continue, choose the ad you want, and submit it. So I hope that guys helped you. And you guys have a good night.